Happy Tuesday, third graders! Today we're going to learn a fun new skill. But first, we're going to start with the instant activity. And that instant activity is musical hoops. So we're going to all spread out and we're going to have 4 hoops randomly thrown about the gymnasium. So how this instant activity works is we're going to play some music and we're going to go through 3 locomotor skills. The first round, we're gonna skip. The music's gonna start. I'm gonna say go, and we're gonna skip around. And then once the music stops, we're gonna run and find a hula hoop to stand in. Now we can have 3 to 4 students in a hula hoop. So then once the music stops, we're all in our hoops. I'm gonna say go, the music's gonna start again, and then we're gonna hop. Hop like a bunny. Hop, 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 hop. Music stops, find a hoop, get in it. Once the music starts again, I'm gonna say go, then we're gonna leap. Leap. Okay, music stops, find a hula hoop, and that's it, all right? Now when I say go, we're gonna start with the first round. We're gonna move on to our new skill that we're learning today. So over the weekend, I was sitting here thinking like, you ever wonder how those cool spies in movies, they rule around and they sneak around and they don't get caught and they're just so sneaky and they so cool looking? I started to think, where did they learn that from? Then I remembered, I was like, that's a simple skill in gymnastics. Now I know I've talked about my years of gymnastics experience, so I got pretty excited to teach you guys this skill. And this skill can lead you to become a cool secret spy. So before we begin, we're gonna go over a few cues for the basics of a forwards roll. So, first, we're going to have knees bent, hands to ground, chin to belly button. Okay, so knees bent, hands to ground, chin to belly button. When you think about putting your chin to your belly button, you're tucking your head and you're curving your spine so that when you roll, it's a nice subtle roll, okay? So what are our cues? That's right, legs bent, hands to ground, chin to belly button. Okay, so those are our cues for our skill. The next 2 cues I'm going to teach you are just very basic. When I say ready, you're gonna stand at the edge of your mat, hands up, feet together, okay? And when I say go, we're going to do the roll, okay? So I'm gonna show you now. Ready? Go. Knees bent, hands to ground, chin to belly button, and roll. Just like that. All right, now that I have showed you the 3 cues of a forwards roll, I'm going to label you guys off 1 to 5, creating 5 groups of 3, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So all the 1s get together, all the 2s get together, all the 3s, 4s, and 5s get together, okay? You're all gonna have your own mat. What we're gonna do is we're going to practice our forwards roll. Now my goal is for you guys to be able to execute your forwards roll 5 out of 8 times. So before we begin, I'm going to add 1 more cue to help you perform your forwards roll perfectly, okay? So, as a reminder, we have our mat. I'm going to turn this way so I can show you a better angle of cues. So, our first cue was knees bent, or legs bent, hands to ground, chin to belly, Our fourth cue is going to come up at the end of our roll. So it's going to be called the shoot up like a shooting star. So the shooting star component cue would be at the end. So watch as I demonstrate now. So, ready, go. Legs bent, hands to ground, chin to belly button. Shoot up like a shooting star, okay? So once you hit that roll and you start rolling, you want to shoot up like a shooting star. So you keep that momentum going. So let me show you one more time, and then I'm going to have you guys work in your groups. Okay, ready, go. Legs bent, hands to ground, chin to belly button, shooting star. All right, now get in your groups, and as you each have your own mat, but I want you guys to go one at a time so that you can watch each other and either learn from watching each other or giving a helpful pointer to help your friend execute further. Okay, great work, you guys. It seems like you almost have the forward roll down completely. So what we're gonna do next is we're going to do an activity to help you get that momentum starting up for your roll. So for now, I'm gonna ask you to just stand by your mat and just listen before we move on to the activity. So for this activity, it's called the donkey push. Now I know it sounds like a donkey kick, which yes, it's very close to a donkey kick. But this is a donkey push because it's gonna help you push off to start your forwards roll. So when I say go, we're gonna get our mats, we're gonna pick them up, we're gonna move them, and we're gonna put them into a big circle, okay? So the fronts of your mats will be facing the inside of the circle. So we're all gonna be in a circle, and we're all going to practice our roll, okay? So when I say go, we're gonna start the activity, but first, I'm gonna have a demonstration done for you guys. So, for the donkey push, it's the same cues, okay? So our 3 cues for this activity, we're going to have hands to the ground, chin to belly button, and push, okay? That's it, that's all we're going to do. So we're gonna do hands to the ground, chin to the belly button, and push, okay? It's gonna help you push forward into your roll. So we're not going to roll, we're just going to push. So when I say go, we're gonna move our mats, and then we're gonna all line up at the end of our mats. Ready, go. Okay, so we're moving our mats, we're bringing them into a circle, all right? We have mats all around. So now we're gonna line up at the end of our mat, okay? When I say go, we're gonna start, okay? What's our 3 cues? Hands to ground, chin to belly button, and push, okay? Ready? Go. Hands to ground, chin to belly button, push. Okay, once we're done, we're gonna freeze. We're gonna move counterclockwise to your right. We're gonna move to the other mat, okay? I'm gonna say go. You're gonna do the same thing. Hands to ground, chin to belly button, push. Freeze. Move to the next mat, okay? Good job, you guys. Those donkey pushes look great. So, it looks like you guys could use a bit of a challenge. So, what I have for you to do for this next activity, it's called the double roll. So I'm gonna have you pair off into 2s, or threes, depending on the numbers of the group, okay? If you don't have a partner, just come to the middle and we'll get you a partner, okay? So, what we're going to do, you're going to get into your partners. When I say go, you're going to get into your partners. You're going to bring your mat with you, okay? Then, once you get into your partners, you're going to get both of your mats. So I have one mat here. We're going to get our partner's mat. We're going to connect it to the end of our mat, okay? And this is creating a longer runway for you to be able to roll twice. So with the double roll, what we're going to do, you're going to get in your ready position, just like before, just like a regular forwards roll. But instead of shooting up like a shooting star after the first roll, you're going to continue into the second roll. Now, I want everybody to try this. If it is too challenging, what you can do is you can do one forwards roll, shoot up like a star, and then do another one, shoot up like the star. So you're still doing two rolls, forward rolls in a row. You're just not continuing into it. You're going to stop, finish, and then roll again, okay? So now, let's go over the cues just one last time. So if you're going to do the consecutive two rolls, it's going to be legs bent, hands to ground, chin to belly button. You're gonna roll, and then roll again. At the very end of your second roll, you're gonna shoot up like a shooting star. If you're going to do the two rolls with a break in between, you're going to do legs bent, hands to ground, chin to belly button, roll, shoot up like a shooting star, legs bent, hands down to the ground, chin to belly button, roll, shoot up like a shooting star, okay? Now, I will demonstrate that for you right now, okay? I'm gonna do the consecutive one first, and then the broken down one second. All right, so ready, knees bent, hands to ground, roll, roll, shooting star, okay? Do it one more time. So ready, knees bent, hands to ground, chin to belly button. Shoot up like a shooting star, okay? Did you see how in the middle, I just kept going? Now, for the one with the break in between, you're gonna start, okay? Ready, go. Legs bent, hands to ground, chin to belly button, shoot up like a shooting star. Legs bent, hands to ground, chin to belly button, shoot up like a shooting star. All right? Now I want you and your partner to take turns one at a time doing your rolls, making sure that your mats are at least 5 to 10 feet apart from each other so we don't bump into anybody, okay? Now you try. You really blew me out of the water. I think that some of you, if not all of you, have a bright future in becoming a gymnast or even a spy if that's what you'd like to do. So, to end this off, what are the 4 cues to executing a forwards roll? Let's say them together. Number 1, legs bent. Number 2, hands to ground. Number 3, chin to belly button. And then you start to roll. And then at the very end of your roll, cue number 4, shoot up like a shooting star, okay? Now, why is it important to do the chin to belly button? That's right. When you put your chin to your belly button, it's creating a curve in your back and it's throwing yourself over. It's giving you that momentum, okay? Now, what's the purpose of the shooting star? Correct, thank you. the shooting star, when you think about the shooting star, after you do that, start your roll, you're shooting up so that you can land on your feet. Feet together, arms up, okay? And it's also, the purpose of the donkey push was to kind of give you that little boost that you need to get yourself over your shoulders and starting that roll, okay? Now, there's a few different purposes for these skills. The skill, you could take it and you can become a gymnast. You could become a sneaky spy, rolling around, being cool and spy-like. Or you could join a circus maybe, or it can jumpstart your career and stop, tuck, and roll. Anything you can just have as a special skill. So, that's the end of our lesson today. Good job, you guys. I'm very proud. I'll see you next Tuesday.